right, watchaholics. I actually am so sad to be saying that we're here, but we are on Bridgerton Season 3, Episode 8. Guys, this is going to be the last episode before they're going to make us probably wait another 2 years until we get more Bridgerton. Unless they give us another spin-off in between these 2 years, it'll be a while before we're back here in the Bridgerton world. So let us all sit in silence together for just a second to just take in the masterpiece that is this season. So far, it has been wonderful. I can't wait to watch the whole thing, just straight through. Like episodes 1 through 8, just binge it one day or, just to see, because I want to see how it all fits together as one season. Colin's got about an hour and 11 minutes, according to this episode, to get it together. Okay, he needs to understand that she is Lady Whistledown, that is who she is, and that he should be supportive of her and be there for her. So let's get into it. Now, I don't know what's going to happen also with Cressida. She's, I think, going to put it together that it is Penelope. I don't know where this is going, but let's get straight into it, okay? Again, I still can't believe I'm wearing a Colin Bridgerton shirt on this channel. God, Jesus, I'm crazy. Oh, sleeping on the couch on his wedding night. God, that's sad.
You do not have to leave.
I wish to.
I trust you had a happy
Oh,
night.
shit.
What are you doing here?
I'm simply paying a visit to the esteemed Lady Whistledown.
Oh, shit.
I wish for you to leave.
Thinking back on everything, it makes perfect
So Cressida
sense.
just like became the
No one
villain?
would ever
This
suspect
is...
you, as you are so very forgettable.
You see, you are going to pay me double the Queen's reward, so that I might set up my life abroad. Or I will tell everyone of your true identity.
Penelope and I were just discussing whether or not I'm to be believed. I think of how all those she views as enemies end up humiliated in print. How it took you this long to realize she is the true Lady Whistledown. You will pay me my sum.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Damn, Cressida! Cressida ate. She said, oh, you don't think I'm going to tell people? But actually, I actually think that Portia would like it. She'd be like, yes, girl, you get your money.
I have fought with every tool at my disposal to claw us out of ruin time and time again, and yet, under my own roof, my own blood has been sowing the seeds of our ruin all along. How could you, Penelope?
I must tell Colin. Well, I would forbid it.
No, tell him. You have to tell him. No lies, Penelope. You have to tell him. Oh my God, my thing is falling apart. Oh, Portia, I thought you would have liked the fact that she was like ahead of the game,
And what will you do once you have uncovered her? I will have won,
That
of
is
course.
true.
And then?
Will you command her to stop writing? Lock her in a dungeon? What are you trying to say, Lady Danbury?
I am simply saying that perhaps Lady Whistledown is not trying to beat you at your own game. Perhaps she is merely trying to stay in.
Ha! Lady Whistledown. Lady Danbury.
A feeling, perhaps, you can relate to. Perhaps a long time ago. But then the game would be over early. And what fun is
Lady
that?
Danbury! Lady Danbury, you calling out Queen Charlotte. She's like, what are you going to do? And then who are you going to play with? If you know who it is.
Because Philippa and I are going to host a ball centered on the colour purple.
And orange. John and I are going to apply for a special license so that we can have a simple, small ceremony at home, after which we shall retreat to John's family estate.
In Scotland? Where is that exactly? It's close to the border.
No, the Highlands. But it's not too far from Glasgow.
That must be at least a fortnight's ride away.
And for a fortnight there we were.
Colin, buddy, you need to get it together, buddy.
How are you?
Horrible.
Do not let your marriage be the scar.
No.
You know you will eventually resolve things with...
Penelope?
And why do we all suddenly know that we know?
Because Cressida discovered my secret. She demands £10,000 to keep it.
You cannot be serious.
How did she discover you?
I'm not sure.
And I will not stand for anyone blackmailing my wife.
That is certainly a relief to hear.
No, that is kind, Colin, but I can pay her.
She's like, guys, I'm rich.
You're not paying Miss Carper a single penny.
But Colin, it is my...
Then perhaps you will pay her, Mr. Bridgerton.
No, he cannot.
No one is paying her. I will call upon her tomorrow. Bring her to see this course of action is ruinous for everyone involved. It is the only way forward.
But see, they're not like listening to Penelope's like, bitch, like I am a boss. Oh God. I really don't really want to see this.
I was hoping to have a moment alone with your daughter.
I just like, what have they done to Cressida's character? I thought she was supposed to have a redemption arc. She's not.
But this last year, I found myself yearning to hear word from home, from Penelope. In fact,
It felt as if everyone was busy with their lives without the need for me in them. So I attempted to harden myself.
I can understand why you might hate Whistledown. Her words are cutting and sharp. And still, her readers are willing to pay to read about themselves week after week.
You do not sound as if you hate Whistledown. You sound as if
Oh!
No, I'm not.
Stop fucking lying.
Oh!
Imagine being so ignored. You feel invisible.
It does not excuse what she has done. But perhaps it is understandable that at times her column has reflected the cruelty around her. A cruelty, I imagine, you have felt too.
And surely your father will welcome you back to London when all this passes.
Well,
A family's love is enduring.
That is the difference between you and me.
Your families.
you take for granted that you will always have your family's support.
We are not the same, Mr. Bridgerton. You have until the Dankworth Finch ball to pay me. Or the following morning. I will tell everyone. In fact, reflecting upon the lack of support I shall have in the future, perhaps I am not asking for enough from you.
Who knew Cressida was gonna be the villain of the season?
Did you truly like her?
I'm so glad they're friends
Or did you
again.
befriend her simply to punish me?
Perhaps the very initial befriending was tinged with just the tiniest bit of petting.
Tell me what you were reading.
I'm afraid I have failed. And she wants double now. She requires you use your column to restore her reputation. Perhaps Penelope was right. It would have been better to just pay her.
They should have listened to her.
I will
Oh no,
have to
no.
invent some
No.
kind of a lie. We will keep her identity shielded.
I'm so over this. Is this? What is the point of this? Like, this is incredibly frustrating. Y'all are wasting my time on this.
You are both adults. You may do as you wish.
Because remember, I did have sex with your dad, so it's okay.
After all, it is not as though I asked your permission.
Oh, we're talking about it.
You know.
I know my father was a good man, and that you have been a very good friend. And that is all I need to know.
And my brother is a good man. And you are a good friend.
Oh, God. Why is this making me so...
That is
Why is this making me emotional? Oh. Oh, I love this friendship so much. Oh, the hats. Oh. Oh. Oh, are we... Oh, hello. She is your wife. You are allowed to have sex with her, Colin. Come on.
I only need a blanket for the city.
Of course.
Oh, come on. You want to be with her so bad, Colin.
I'm going to have tea with my mother before your sister's wedding. But I would spare you the confines of a shared carriage.
Stop finding it. Stop fighting it, Colin. You know you want to be with her. Just be with her. Ugh. Fucking, this is literally like episode 8 of season 2 all over again. What are these letters? Oh, he's gonna read all the letters that she wrote him.
I have not come on happy business, though some have told me they do find release from deception a comforting feeling.
I know your funds came from Jack Featherington's fraudulent activities.
I shall be submitting my discoveries to the royal authorities this week.
Is it true? Is your money the money cousin Jack took from the ton?
What you and I have done is not different. What you have done is a crime.
I did what I had to do to protect this family. Who were you protecting with your column?
Myself.
Oh, from whom?
Woo! Yes, 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 yes.
How was I to raise daughters when all my life I was taught that all power comes from a man? What you have done entirely on your own. You and I both, we have done the best we can with the opportunities that society has afforded us.
Okay, Portia, fine.
Perhaps there were other ways, but at the time I could not see them. What will Lady Whistledown write about our disgrace when I am exposed?
Whatever I like, I do.
That is a great power. What a thing you have made for yourself.
Yeah.
Perhaps we are more alike than I care to admit.
If we survive this round,
We must do better.
Okay, we've come around with this relationship. We have come around. We've come around. That almost made me tear up. My God, we've got 2 weddings in 1 season? Jesus Christ. There's a lot of weddings.
Whereas with John, I hear myself more and more.
It is very interesting because we haven't even seen them, kiss or anything.
You know, when I first met your father, barely speak my own name. I was so taken by him. I stumbled over words most familiar. I thought that is what love must be like for everyone.
But you have shown me that there is another way, that there is beauty in the slow approach.
Aww. Oh, I love this because it's like mom and daughter here. Mom and daughter with, I love these back-to-back scenes.
I take thee to be my lawful husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for richer and for poorer.
Aww.
Save a dance for me at the next ball.
Oh, Violet.
That would be most adequate.
I cannot ask you to lie to your brother on my behalf, your family.
What you've so kindly shared with me, they are too good.
I will not let my lies spread any further than they already have.
Then how am I meant to help you?
By loving me.
Oh, my heart.
It is not what you do for me that makes me love you. It is your kindness, your empathy, how much you care. Just being you is enough, Colin. I do not need you to save me. I just need you to stand by me.
God. Oh my God.
I want very much to do those things.
Oh, what is that restrains you?
As you live with this secret.
Perhaps that is the key.
What are you saying?
She's like, I'm just gonna tell everyone that I am Lady Whistledown, and y'all can fuck off.
It is no wonder she's turned out the way she has. The house is far too warm.
You're right, sister. It is my wife.
Oh, God, they're the worst. Oh, yeah.
I'm not going anywhere with her. You have no choice, Cressida. I am beginning to care for you, Benedict. It's more than friends.
Oh, this is not where I thought this was going. He's gonna run.
I'm not certain that Sirius is what I want.
Oh, this is not where I thought this was gonna go.
You've opened my world, and I'm not ready to close it again just now.
I support your wishes.
But she's like, I gotta go.
But I must say, even merriment can grow tiring.
It felt good for once to want to commit to someone. Thank you for reminding me that is possible.
Aww. Wow. Yeah, Benedict is season 4, absolutely. Because he's gonna find someone that he thought he wanted to be free, but he doesn't want to be.
I've spent nearly all of my life in either Mayfair or at Aubrey Hall.
If I'm going to attempt to make change in the world, certainly I shall need to see some of it first. Meet people who are not my family or debutantes in the marriage mart.
There she is.
Oh, because Penelope could pay for it.
Thank you.
What is the meaning of this?
Well, it must have been you. Who paid for all of this? My ma told me she wished for you to have the greatest ball Mayfair has ever seen. Thank you.
Aww. God, okay, stop it. Why is this family shit getting to me right now? Freaking Penelope looks gorgeous, by the way. It turned the lights on. Is it that one by Ellie Goulding? Ellie Goulding? Oh, damn. What's about to go down?
I received a letter earlier this week from Lady Whistledown. She calls upon my mercy, asking to address you all herself.
To plead her case publicly before I pass my judgment.
Oh, shit! Oh my god. Oh my god. Is Penelope going to say it's her?
Her.
Oh, damn. Wow. So everyone's just gonna know she's Lady Whistledown.
I know. It is no laughing matter. What I have done.
No one has ever taken any part of me seriously. I only realize now how common that feeling must be.
I wrote about all of you because I was captivated by you. Living your lives so out in the open.
I had power, and for anyone in this room who has ever had a taste of that should know it can be intoxicating.
But I see now how much courage it takes to live a life out in the open, to honor one's weaknesses publicly, regardless of the outcome. One always has worth. But I can no longer conceal the biggest piece of information I have, my identity.
I mean to aim my quill more responsibly. That is my repentance. And my plea.
She's like, off with the head! Obviously not.
She seems humbled, but we will be watching that she remains so. What is life without a little gossip?
But like, what happens now? Everyone knows she's Lady Whistledown. It's like...
Now, Barney! The bugs!
The butterflies!
There is only one person who loves the Bridgertons more than I.
You knew it was me. I suspected.
Ah.
You're not the only lady of the town who can keep a secret.
I look forward to your next edition.
We can now tell that solicitor your money came from my writing. You'll have no recourse. Time for us to do better.
Now make up, and have love. Have love together forever because you guys deserve it. Let's go. I need this. I need you guys to be happy. It wasn't long enough. The happiness wasn't long enough. I felt like it was 20 years ago.
But I would not object to an annulment if you requested one. I do not wish for any harm to come to you or your family as a result of today.
Aww.
Ever since I found out you are Whistledown, I've done everything I can to try to separate you from her.
There we go.
Your letters have always been the ones I'm most eager to read, and I realized you are her.
You have always had one
Finally.
voice. There is no separating you.
Oh, finally.
Well, I would not want to. I have been envious of you, of your success, of your bravery. Now I simply cannot believe that a woman with such bravery loves me.
No!
My only purpose in life is to love a woman as great as you, and I will be a very fulfilled man indeed.
I love you.
I love
Oh, we've come so far.
you. Will you please do me the honor of joining me on the dance floor, Mrs. Bridgerton?
Lady Violet's like, shit, I don't even remember how to dance. I'm so happy everyone's happy.
And what request is that?
Let me accompany you to Scotland.
I simply wish to live for a little while outside our tiny bubble.
I cannot change the world without seeing more of it.
And thankfully, my cousin has finally arrived to complete our travel party. It gives me great pleasure to introduce...
Michaela Sterling.
What the fuck happened?
Hey! Every sordid detail John has spoken about me is a lie. And you must be?
I am... Well, I'm Francesca Bridgerton. Kilmartin.
What the hell? Whoa.
Yay.
Oh, I was like, who are these people?
Though I have heard whispers.
Let's bring out the fan, my friends. Let's bring out the fans. Oh, Penelope, get your man.
All those who feel they have been wronged by this humble writer, my sincere apologies.
Wow. So Cressida's just goodbye, out of here.
Do you think Mama would ever let me miss her masquerade ball?
I suppose not. I will be there.
It is time now to look toward the future, whatever it may bring.
Oh, I love that.
And so it is with the heaviest heart that I write this final, unbelievably short sentence as Lady Whistledown.
Ah! I knew it! Who's gonna have the boy?
Fully believe you had a boy.
Everybody called it they were gonna have girls and Penelope was gonna have a boy.
I think little Philomena will one day become a great writer without any need of a husband.
Well, it certainly runs in the family.
I could not have written my book without the help of Philomena's auntie Penelope.
Why do I just want this just to be the end?
And with the retirement of my literary persona, I should like to formally introduce myself.
Observer, wielder of a quill. Nobody unique.
Dear reader, you will stay on to enjoy them with me as we begin this next part of our journey. Penelope.
It's over. Oh my God, it's over. Oh God. Holy fudge. Oh, there's so much to say. I feel like I can't even talk about this half of the season. I feel like there's so much to unpack, so much to rewatch. To rewatch the season as a whole. There was so much that happened in this episode. Like, so far, I think this was a great season. I love the way this ended. Obviously, it doesn't seem like she's just going to be Penelope. She's no longer going to be Lady Whistledown, I guess. So does that mean we just hear Penelope now on narrating? Do we still, like, what does this mean for the future of Bridgerton? This is such an interesting thing. Like, I think because this season was in two parts, I feel like I watched another season of Bridgerton instead of it just all being one. I don't know. What did you guys think? Let me know in a comment below what you guys thought of this part two. Part two, it's over. Who do we think? Do we think it's going to be Benedict this season, next season, or Eloise? I think it's going to be Benedict based on what we saw, because I think Eloise needs some kind of time to travel, kind of like Colin did, you know, like just going to see other things, and then she's going to eventually, I guess, find Philip, I think is who's her person. We had that kind of interesting moment there at the end with Francesca and Kilmartin's cousin. I'm like, are we kind of introducing an attraction for this woman? Does she not actually end up with the person she's going to end up in the book? Because I know there's been a lot of thing with Julia Quinn and her saying, like, there was this rumor saying that Julia Quinn said, like, no, everyone is supposed to end up with the person that they are in with the book. But then she came out saying, like, no, that's not true. They have free control to do what they want. And I know that they really want to put, obviously, queer stories into Bridgerton. It definitely seems like that's where they're pushing this. How I feel about it, I don't know yet. I guess we shall see. Depends how all of this is done. But I really do think it's going to be Benedict's season next because, you know, he seems obviously very kind of open, and he was like, oh, I want to be free, but then this whole thing with, I think, Lady Tilly wanting something more serious, and he was kind of like, oh, no, I don't really know. So I just feel like he seemed a little bit lost at the end of this season, so I feel like they're kind of, it's going to be more them. The one thing I will say right now, my overall thoughts about part two is there actually wasn't a lot of, there was steam, but the steam was literally like just that first episode 5. After that, we had some angsty moments, but I don't think it was like a lot of it. I think I liked the angst and the yearning and the wanting from the first part, I think a little bit more than part 2, because it's so much of like Colin just kind of being mad at her and kind of not figuring out, like, you know, them kind of not going there. I would have really liked for like we had a little bit of that angst, you know, that moment where they kind of made out after she was like, I love you, and they looked at each other, they started making out, and then they were against the wall. Like, I was like, oh my God, yes, I want that. Like, that was like so sexy, and like I wanted more of it, and I feel like we didn't get it. Granted, it was an extremely romantic second part, and him finally admitting his love for her and still wanting to be with her and everything. And of course, then we always have that little forward moment. They have a baby. I was like, all right, we already have a kid. Okay. And then also the whole India thing, you know, Anthony and Kate deciding to go to India. This is me just like kind of thinking about the last couple of episodes. So that means that's their out of being like, okay, they're going to be in India. So it's not like they're going to be in all these seasons all the time, right? So I don't know. I guess we shall see what happens next, guys. I don't know. Let me know. Like I said, I really want to take some time to rewatch this season, rethink about part 2, and see kind of what I thought about it as a whole. But let me know in a comment below, guys, what you thought of the whole of part 2 in a comment below. Or also, what did you think about this episode, the way that it ended, the finale? Was it everything you wanted it to be? Did you wish that there was more? Let me know in a comment below. But guys, I am so sad to say that this is the end of the Bridgerton episodes of watching Bridgerton for 2 years. We're probably not going to be back here for 2 years just talking about Bridgerton. So I'm very sad to say that. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, you already know what to do. Click that subscribe button so you won't miss out on any of my other reactions and videos here on the channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!